Stop scrolling for a second and really feel this. That quiet heaviness sitting behind your chest when the room goes silent. Not panic, not drama, just that slow, lingering thought that maybe the life you're building right now still doesn't feel safe enough for the future you dream about. You know how to smile. You know how to keep going. But deep down, you're tired of surviving while pretending you're okay. If this hits something inside you already, drop a 1 in the comments. Because there was a season of my life where every morning felt like I was asking permission to exist. I remember standing in my kitchen, hearing the kettle boil while my mind raced through bills, responsibilities, expectations, and people depending on me. I'd open banking apps with tension in my body. I'd check emails about money and feel my stomach tighten before I even read them. And maybe you know that feeling too. That feeling where everyone around you thinks you're handling it, but inside you feel emotionally exhausted. Like your nervous system never fully rests. Like your life belongs to everybody except you. I became so good at being everything for everyone else that I forgot what I even wanted for myself. And maybe you've done that too. Maybe you've spent years carrying emotional labor nobody notices. Supporting people, fixing problems, managing chaos, showing up while quietly falling apart inside. And then at night you scroll, watching other people online who seem certain, calm, financially free, confident. And you wonder, what do they know that I don't? But here's the truth nobody told me earlier. Healing without freedom can still feel like survival. You can meditate, journal, heal your mindset, work on yourself endlessly. But if you still wake up stressed about money, trapped in schedules that drain you, dependent on situations that make you anxious, your body still doesn't fully feel safe. That realization changed my life. And no, the shift didn't happen dramatically. There wasn't one magical moment. It happened quietly. One random morning, I realized I couldn't remember the last time I made a plan that was actually for me. Not for security, not for approval, not for survival, for me. And that's when something clicked. I realized if I never learned how to build my own income online, I would always depend on external situations to feel emotionally safe. And I didn't want temporary relief anymore. I wanted stability, freedom, space to breathe. So I started small, very small. Not hustle culture, not wake up at 5 a.m. and grind. Not becoming someone fake online. I started building quietly. I learned digital skills slowly. I created structure. I protected my energy while building income instead of destroying myself to make money. And today, my life feels different in ways I can't fully explain unless you've lived both versions. I breathe differently. I make decisions from clarity instead of fear. I have boundaries around my time. I don't panic every time an unexpected expense appears. And most importantly, my nervous system finally feels safer. Not perfect, safer. If you relate to this, tell me where you're watching from and one word that describes how you feel lately. Because today, I want to share 3 things that helped me move from survival mode into building calm, sustainable income online without burnout. And if you stay until the end, I'll also explain what the SMGB and BTC programs actually are and why they've helped so many women rebuild their confidence and income in a softer, more aligned way. Also, important, during this May offer, the first 2 people who join either SMGB or the SMGB and BTC bundle through my link will receive my private guide completely free, from survival to self-led income. That guide walks you through the exact mindset and structure, mindset and structure shifts that helped me stop living in constant emotional survival mode. So if you're thinking about joining, stay close because I'll explain everything clearly tonight. Now, let's talk about the first thing that changed my life. The first thing I stopped doing was trying to learn everything at once. This is where so many women get overwhelmed. You watch 500 videos, save 300 posts, buy random courses, start and stop, and eventually your brain feels overloaded before you even begin. I stopped doing that. I chose one skill, just one, and I practiced it quietly every day for 15 to 30 minutes. That's it. For me, it started with writing simple content for creators online. Nothing fancy. I wasn't trying to become an expert overnight. I wasn't trying to go viral. I was building capability. And capability builds confidence. If you want your first step today, here's something simple. Write 3 sentences describing what you naturally help people with. That's all. Maybe you help people organize. Maybe you explain things clearly. Maybe you support emotionally overwhelmed women. Maybe you're good at communication, beauty, wellness, parenting, mindset, cooking, fitness, spirituality, admin work, storytelling, editing, planning. Those are skills. People underestimate how valuable their lived experience actually is. If you're going to do this exercise later, type 1 in the comments. Now, The second thing that changed everything. I stopped obsessing over huge money goals. I know social media makes everyone feel like they need to hit 10,000 pounds months immediately. But honestly, most women don't need millions right now. Most women need relief, breathing room, a little stability, enough income to stop feeling trapped. So instead of chasing unrealistic goals, I created a small monthly income target that would genuinely improve my nervous system. And then I built around that. I created simple offers, small services, gentle systems. And something surprising happened. The moment I stopped trying to blow up and started focusing on stability, my anxiety started calming down. Because consistency feels safer than chaos. And if you're listening right now thinking, I just want to feel a little safer financially, you're not failing. You're human. So tell me honestly, what monthly amount would make your life feel lighter right now? No shame, no pressure, just honesty. Now, the third thing that changed my life, boundaries. I stopped being emotionally available 24/7. I stopped answering messages constantly. I stopped giving all my energy away before I had anything left for myself. I created work hours, rest hours, quiet hours. And no, that didn't make me selfish. It made me emotionally regulated. There's a difference. So this week, I want you to choose 1 2-hour block that belongs only to you. No scrolling, no emotional labor, no solving everyone else's problems, just rebuilding yourself. If you're willing to do that, tell me which day you're choosing. Because rebuilding your life doesn't usually look glamorous. It looks like quiet mornings, small consistent payments, clearer thinking, less panic, more space to breathe. And honestly, that matters more than appearing successful online. Now, let me say something that might really help someone today. So, a lot of you think you don't have skills. That's not true. You've just normalized your strengths because they come naturally to you. If you've spent years managing households, supporting people emotionally, organizing chaos, solving problems, helping others feel safe, communicating under pressure, those are transferable skills. Those can become online offers, services, content, coaching, support systems, digital products. You don't need to become a completely different person to build income online. You need structure, guidance, simplicity. And that's exactly why I started using SMGB and BTC. So for those asking what they are, SMGB helps you build practical online income skills step by step. And BTC gives mentorship, support, accountability, and implementation help, so you don't stay stuck overthinking everything alone. And what I love most about this is it is not built around burnout culture. Nobody's screaming at you to hustle harder. It's designed for women who want calm success, sustainable success. Women who want freedom without destroying their nervous systems. And right now in May, the offer is honestly incredible because you can get both programs together for £390 instead of paying separately. And again, the first 2 people who join either SMGB alone or BTC and SMGB bundle through my link today will also receive my free private guide from survival to self-led income. That guide is deeply personal and practical. It walks through emotional healing, nervous system safety, identity building, rebuilding, and creating aligned income without burnout. So if that resonates, stay until the end and message me light after the live. I also want to share a quick story because I think it will help someone listening today. One woman inside this community, let's call her Anna, started with almost no confidence. 2 kids, constant stress, very little time. She didn't build some giant empire overnight. She simply committed to one small offer and worked on it around 30 minutes a day. 3 months later, she was consistently making around £300 extra a month online. Now, some people online may say that's not enough, but here's what matters. Those £300 changed how she felt emotionally. She could breathe. She stopped panicking every week. She felt capable again. And that emotional shift matters more than people realize. Because sometimes freedom starts with your nervous system realizing I'm not trapped anymore. So if you want me to send you a simple breakdown of how a calm online income system could look like for you, comment light. And before we finish, I need you to hear this clearly. You do not need to become louder, harder, colder, or more masculine to build income online. You do not need to burn yourself out to deserve freedom. You do not need to hustle until your body collapses. You can build slowly, softly, intentionally, and yes, successfully. The version of you that feels emotionally safe, financially stable, peaceful, rested, and self-led. She's not unrealistic. She's waiting for structure. She's waiting for support. She's waiting for you to finally stop abandoning yourself. And maybe today is that moment. So if this live touched something inside you, send me one of these words right now. Light, if you want the calm online income breakdown. BTC, if you want mentorship and support details. Bundle, if you want the full May offer information. And remember one more time, the first 2 people who join SMGB or the SMGB and BTC bundle through my link today will receive the free guide from survival to self-led income as a bonus gift from me. No pressure, no chasing, just clarity and support. And before you leave, tell me this. What is one small thing you're going to do this week for your future self instead of only surviving for everyone else? Thank you for joining me. Love you all.